Hello y'all. It's so hard to have energy. I got up at 10, I had to be somewhere by 12, and then I got delayed, and now it is almost 12, and I'm gonna leave soon, allegedly. Did I brush my teeth? And now I'm getting a phone call?
And be okay with them and casual.
So the title of the video is To Take Your Victories in Stride. And I think the reason why was because today was the longest day of the year. It was June 20th. And I was going to have this beautiful clip at 8:30 at sunset where I was on the roof explaining how the longest day can be viewed both as a positive and a negative thing, and how we should all try to see the positive if we can in our lives every day. But today went different than that, and that is my negative for the day. But the positive is that it went also the other way. I have this theorem written in my phone that everything that is a problem is also a solution, is also a good thing. If you lack a family, you lack a family, right? You lack of support of people who care about you consistently. At the same time, you're free from all of the things that come from that. So the fact that you have no family is both your pro and your con. Your pro obviously is that you have support, money, probably have a home, but your con is also that you have people that watch over you and that stop you from doing things that maybe you love doing, and that they give you an opinion when maybe you don't want them, and that families come and people come with a whole lot of problems. And I would say that having a family is better than not having a family, but I would also say that the people that don't have a family live a particularly special life compared to those who do. And in that way, it's good to appreciate that uniqueness, the idea that because you're different than other people, you get to live a different and special life. Today, I lived a different life. I had a plan for the day. I was gonna get up, go to my friend's house, solve her mom's problem with her website. I ended up getting there about an hour later. The problem took 3 hours to solve. I spent the rest of the day chatting with the mom and building a puzzle. And honestly, that was really fun. That was different, right? It wasn't what I expected, it wasn't really what I wanted, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the things that came with it. I enjoyed getting to know somebody new. I enjoyed being able to ask questions. I appreciated somebody new appreciating me for the things that I love doing in my life, for the people that I love. And then I had an event later, something that my family does, and that was lovely too. It doesn't mean it was all a great day though, it just means that I'm focusing on the parts that were. Taking victories in stride meant looking at that sun at 8 p.m. no matter what I was doing, and making sure that tomorrow I would appreciate it, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, until I can't see it anymore at 8 p.m. It means that while I'm at that house building that puzzle with the mother, I'm appreciating that time, I'm appreciating those things while I have them. All this talk about day at a time, about to get through things you have to go through each day one by one, that also means what they're really getting you to do is appreciate what you have now. Is look at the small little suffering that you can predict. Look at all the benefits that you can predict, like seeing your friends, like eating food, like eating your next meal, eating your next bite in a meal. Depression is hard if you're going through it, but getting through it a day at a time, not seeing all this pain in front of you. You talk about not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't need to. You don't need to. Life isn't a tunnel. You don't see what's coming in front of you. You see only what came before. And if what came before is a bunch of darkness, then do whatever you can to make the rest light. Every small victory counts. And I know that they're small victories. That's why they're called small victories. But the idea is just that as they grow, as you appreciate them, as they get bigger, you get better at appreciating them, and you get better at seeing the value that they change in your life. And appreciating those small moments is part of being a day at a time. That next bite, that next meal, that next hangout, even if it's with that friend you don't like, it's something so much worth appreciating. Because that one day when you don't have it, you'll miss it. And you'll wish that you appreciated it then. And that's the story behind day at a time. That's the story behind taking your wins with stride. Behind staying humble. At the end of the day, if you live by somebody's praise, you'll die by their criticism. And so the best thing you can do is live by your own praise. Live by your own confidence. Live by your day at a time, that you prove to yourself time and time again that you can do the right thing, that you can be the person that you want to be, that you can be the person that you dreamt of being. And it's never too late to start. A small win, a 20% progress in the last 10 years of your life is still so much better than if you never tried because you were too old. Remember that action is less regrettable than inaction. And that if you can take your victories in stride, if you can appreciate what you have now, everything that your failed plans bring you, all the extra time that people canceling on you brings you, and putting that to good use, appreciating all of the things that come at you from left and right, and flowing with life in a way that exuberates love and person that you want to be, a person that you want to become, then I think you're living life in a way that's very respectable, but also one that will bring you ultimately happiness. One that will let you take your victories in stride, because because life was never about making it. It was never about the destination. It's great if you get there, but you likely only will if your trajectory is one that you can appreciate. I don't know a single celebrity that didn't have a weird trajectory to get there, right? Somebody successful that you look up to. They don't have to be famous. Somebody that you look up to. They had a weird path to get there. They were probably living their truth, doing what they felt they knew best, doing what they felt they knew they had to do, something that made them, every time they got a little bit better at something, take that victory in stride and understand where they were, where they wanted to go, and how to get there. That's more or less it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.